Hi color kids, this is Katie Carty Hiley from RainbowBrite.net. Welcome back to the Rainbow Land Museum. And if you haven't noticed from the title of this video, this one's gonna be a bit different. Got something really important to tell all of you. I alluded to it in my last video, the September merch haul number 3. I did actually record a video that day that I was hoping to post right after those 3, but it went like an hour and a half long. And when I started watching it back, I'm just like, this is useless. I've got to redo this. So sorry for the delay between those, but you'll thank me. Just trust, okay? So before I get into why this might be my last and final merch haul, I've got the dog here right beside me. If you see some movement, that's why. This is how I can keep her happy. I have her up on a chair at my level, but not on my lap. So hopefully we're both content. Cool. There's 3 of those things. Anyway, I'll start with the more fun thing. They're both fun, but this is way more fun. This came in the mail like a day after, I think, or a couple days after I did those September merch hauls. So it almost could have been included, but I didn't quite have it in hand. And I wanted to wait until I actually had it and not just showing y'all a picture. Do not think about do not. You need to stay. I'll take these out of your way. How about that? Is that what you're mad about? I'm just going to show you all some t-shirts. That's all the other thing is. But now that you've probably already seen it, you're making me show off my precious surprises beforehand, puppy. Okay. This is a custom Night Sprite. And oh my god, isn't he precious? So whoa. So my friend Allie, who is also a collector, huge lover of Rainbow Brite, made this for me. And that's just the shirts. Okay. We had talked about this ages ago. I can't even remember, Allie, like how long it's been, but she had made a few of these and I think sold them on eBay, etc. And I was just like, oh my god, those are the cutest darn things. And I expressed interest in one, but tracking down a Champ Sprite to modify was tricky. Like, it's hard to find just the Sprite by itself. Hi, baby. Maybe some others, not so hard, but Champ, yeah, he's not super common. So she was waiting a long time to even just find a Champ, and then she finally found one and had the time to modify it. So his face, arms, and legs are all painted, and his feet as well. Just to give you an idea how she did it. Oh, and this little pocket, oh, that's actually affixed on there and painted. Okay. Oh, she had a belt. Right. Okay. I think I noticed that before, but it just clicked again. So yeah, she made a whole belt for him, a little star pouch, everything, and then modified. I mean, these are different, new, but whatever. She gave him moons on his antenna instead of stars because that's what Night Sprite has, are crescent moons. If you've never noticed that in Rainbow Night, it's the episode that really features Moonglow. But I'm trying to remember, he's in other episodes, right? Yeah, he's in more than just that episode. But that's the episode he's most known for. If you pay attention to that episode, you will notice that he has crescent moons, which make him really unique and special. So I've always loved his design and always wanted a custom one to go with my Moonglow doll. Can't speak already. And now I have one, and he's fantastic. So thank you so much, Allie. I love him so much. Maybe I should have ended on him, since these other things aren't that special, and I've told y'all about them. Okay, remember a few videos back, I was saying I'd gotten some t-shirts from TeePublic, and I couldn't find a few of them. I found them. That's all these are. I showed off the other ones I bought, and I finally they were like in the bottom of my closet, folded up. I don't even remember why I put them there. But that's where they were. And I was just like, oh yay! I didn't lose them. So here's the first one. Best Friends Forever, Rainbow Brite Strawberry Shortcake. I love these designs so much. This is another one, Rainbow Brite and Twink. This is Rainbow Brite. And then we've got this one with a great big design. I love the big designs. Wait, are these all the same size? Moony, do you see this? You're ridiculous. No. So those first 2 I showed you, I think were women's cut in meat. Wait. Oh gosh. Okay, the purple one was medium cut, or women's cut medium. Yeah, I can tell it's smaller. Hey, Monique, not yet. You can probably be on my lap in a minute, but I'm showing stuff off. But the blue one and the gray one, I think, are the same size, right? They're just unisex. Yeah, sorry, I'm not holding them. They're close, whatever. They're both smalls. Yes. Yeah, they're just a different brand. That's all it is. So they're slightly different. Anyway, I'm already getting derailed. But yeah, here's the last of the shirts. Yeah, I just love this design and I love how big it is on this shirt. That might be one reason I got the unisex, so the design would be nice and big on it. Although this is pretty good size for the women's cut with this design too. Monique, stop. She's like sniffing everything on my desk. So yeah, you have to pay attention to the design size is all I'm really saying. Is that some cover more area of the shirt than others. Oh, and real quick, babe, before you come on my lap, hold on. I need to show them the shirt I'm wearing. Sorry. This is one that I got from Vintage. I knew I was going to forget the name of them. Unique Vintage? Is that it? Yes, Unique Vintage. I mentioned these. Mentioned the pieces of clothing. Although I think I forgot this one when I was mentioning what I bought from them. I don't know. I had placed an order of basically everything from them, but then I started trying some of it on and some of it was not a good fit, so I sent some of it back. How much stuff do they still have up? I'm trying to make this part of the video short because the rest of it's going to be long. So I didn't get the gray shirt. It's like a crop tee. I don't like crop tees. They're too short. I kept the purple dress, the purple baby doll dress. I sent back the denim pinafore skirt. It didn't fit great. Wow, they're out of like everything else. Okay. There's also a green dress. I sent that back because again, it just didn't fit me well. But I kept the shirt. I kept the bomber jacket, the purple dress. I feel like I'm forgetting something. Sure they have pictures of all that stuff somewhere. I got pictures of the shirt, the dress, and the bomber jacket on my website. So you can only see them there at rainbowbright.net. I'm sure there are pictures elsewhere of the other things they had or have, whatever. But anyway, that's not the point of this video. I just wanted to tell you where this came from because I love it because it says love is love all behind it in rainbow colors. It's really thin, just FYI. Although I don't think they have this one for sale anymore on their site. I just closed it and was not paying attention. No, it's not even on their site anymore, so sorry if you wanted to get it. I think it's gone. But they could get returns or they could make it again in the future. I don't know how long their license lasts for, or if they're going to do anything else with it. But I'm really glad I got this shirt because even though it's thin, it fits well. The colors on it are nice and bright. I like the sleeves. They're actually like sewn right there so it keeps them rolled up, which is nice. Shows off my tattoo. Yay. Yeah, I like it. It's comfy. So I'm glad that I got that purple dress and the bomber jacket. They all fit well, feel good, and are cool. The rest of them, I'm glad I sent some of those things back because I did not need all of that. It was one of those, like, I bought them all and I was like, what have I done? Why did I just spend that much money? But y'all know how much of a completionist I am. Or was. I guess we should get into, I gotta show you Night Sprite one more time. I should have ended on him because he's the cutest thing of all that I'm showing you today. Oh, and she sent me a really cute rainbow shiny dragon sticker because she makes dragons. She's really artsy, y'all. Y'all should check her out. I'll try to put a link to her stuff. Yes, pup, make yourself nice and comfy in your bed so you don't have to be on my lap. So I should get into why I'm recording this video, why it's called Final Merch Haul or Last Merch. I don't know what I'm gonna call it. It's something like that. I'm assuming. Sorry, I'm waiting for her to get comfy so she'll stop making noise. Good job. Okay, cool. You stay there. Um, so I would try to make a really long story short. My husband works for a software company, and how do I put? Okay, again, trying to make a long story short. So there was the founder of the company who wrote the program, and then Adam was employee number one. Like, when the founder needed help, couldn't do it all himself anymore, Adam was his first hire. My husband, did I say that? Yeah, Adam is my husband. They now have, I believe, like 23 employees, but he's been around. This was at the very beginning of the pandemic, so 2.5 years. It was like March of 2020. Yeah, that sounds right. Um, so anyway, he's been with this company a while, loves this company, is dedicated to this company, and it's a really great company. If you're into lasers that like do laser etching, laser cutting, you may have heard of it, Lightburn. Yeah. Um, but anyway, enough about what he does. That's not the point. Because they're growing and they have customers all over the world, they wanted to expand and create a European subsidiary. And once they got into decision making about doing this, it was one of those, okay, we're gonna need somebody to run this subsidiary. And hey, Adam, since you've been with us since almost the beginning, what do you think about Europe? And he's like, well, that's funny you should say that, because I have a sister who lives in Switzerland, and we love Switzerland. Can we make it in Switzerland? And so they're like, okay, let's try to make it in Switzerland. And now, sorry, I don't know how long they've been working on this, but as of what's today, October 5th, it's like 99% sure that next year we're moving to Switzerland. Okay, let that sink in for a second. Super exciting. Yeah. So that's the plan. The only thing really that could keep us from doing so at this point is if at the beginning of next year, when he goes to get his work visa, if the Swiss government is just like, nah, we don't want you. But I really don't think that's going to happen, because he's, like high level employee with this company. They're going to be, making jobs, bringing in money that's going to be spent in Switzerland, et cetera, et cetera, et cetera. So all of that is looking really good. They're already going forward with setting up the subsidiary, etc. But I just want to give you a little background as to why we're moving to Switzerland. So there's the why. And why this is the final merch haul is because we're moving to Switzerland, and I can't take the collection with me. I'm gonna let that sink in for a second too. So here in the US, I know right now housing prices are not great, and then interest rates went up, so I don't know what it's like to buy a house right now here. But I know it's been crap for the last couple of years, due to the pandemic mostly, and then I don't know, people were just moving all over the place. We have a whole bunch of California transplants here in our neighborhood now, in North Carolina. And I think that's happening a lot. They're probably wanting to get away from, wildfires all the time. Can't blame them for that. And I don't know about people from other places moving here, although it's cheaper to live in North Carolina than California as well, or like New York City or something. And a lot of people are working remote. Why did I get into that? Houses, whatever. Okay. In America, you're used to typically, eventually, you own a house, and then you continue owning houses after that point. You sell one, you buy another, etc., etc., etc. Well, in Switzerland, so for one, when you're first moving there, you just have this work permit. You're not just like immediately full-time, or not full-time, that's not the word, permanent. You're not a permanent resident immediately. I think that happens after like 5 years, and you're not a citizen yet. That happens after 10 years. And you can't buy property until you've been there for 10 years. It's not based on citizenship, oddly enough, even though those happen around the same, or can happen around the same time. But for whatever reason, you have to have lived in the country for 10 years before you can buy property. So, and even if that weren't the case, it's expensive, at least in the area we're going to be looking, which is near Zurich. So buying a house is not an option, and even if it were, we'd be like, do we really want to do that? I don't know yet. So a lot of people rent in Switzerland is what they do. They have really nice apartments. Like over here, you would see something like that and be like, oh, that must be like a condo, but it's actually not. It's just an apartment. But that's what we were shooting for. Sorry, I've got everything making noise. I'm just gonna silence that all real quick or I will get super distracted. I can't stay on my train of thought without the distractions. So yeah, not gonna have all, what I'm trying to say is we're not gonna have so much space. Over here, you can get a decent sized house. Once you've like obtained that and then you sell it, you can get another, equally sized house, generally speaking, or get a bigger one or whatever people want to do. But we're going to be downsizing to an apartment. And now we do want to have a decent sized apartment, so we can have a guest room so people can come visit us, but definitely not going to have a room, let alone 500 square feet to display a collection. That's not going to be a reality. It's not going to be possible. So it was something, obviously we thought long and hard about, and it was not an easy call. I'm just going to tell y'all that. Because y'all know I have been collecting since 1995. Like, in 3 more years, that'd be 30 years? Wait, is that right? I can't do math. I got 9, 5, 25, 05, 15. Yeah. Would be coming up on 30 years of, hardcore collecting. Not just having the few things from the 80s plus when I really started collecting, and I wasn't as gung-ho in 95. It trickled in the beginning, and then it was deluge every year after that. Including this year, maybe not quite so much, but I've gotten a fair amount of stuff this year. But since it can't come with me, I'm not going to be adding to it anymore. And obviously, since it can't come with me, and we're going to be selling the house to make this move happen, I'm going to have to say goodbye to it, which is not easy by any means, because like I said, been doing this for large chunk, over half of my life. I'm about to turn 43. I was 15 when I started this collection, so yeah, long time. But I think it's worth it for this reason. Not that you have to justify. I don't want anybody to feel like, oh, well, she had a good reason to do what she's doing. I don't have a good reason, so I'm forced to continue doing whatever you're doing, whether that's collecting or whatever. I'm not trying to draw comparisons necessarily, but it helps to have a good reason. Because I don't know that I would have done this for any other reason. I would have kept justifying, even if we were like, oh no, we're gonna get a different house for whatever reason, a smaller one, a bigger one, in another state, whatever. If we had done that in the future, I think I would have kept trying to justify, no, I need to hold on to all this stuff. I've been doing it for so long, I can't possibly get rid of it. So this was one of those, you kind of have to, if we're going to do this, conversations. And it wasn't an immediate yes. It was okay, I'm going to think about this. Who am I without Rainbow Brite? That was my first initial reaction, and something I've been struggling with. But, I talked to my mom, I talked to my therapist, I talked to my husband. They're all just like, Katie, you are more than Rainbow Brite. Yes, she's been a big part of you, and she'll continue to be a big part of you, just in a different way. Let me see here. I told Janine about this because I was just I don't want her to continue buying and sending me things that I'd have to just turn around and sell off myself. I was just like, hey Janine, I love you so much. Thank you so much for all the things you've given me over the years, but we're probably moving, so maybe not we're gonna have to stop that. I hate it, but we're still friends. We're gonna stay in contact. She's in the UK, I'll be in Switzerland. They're not that far away. We could meet in person. That'd be cool. But I was talking to her about it, and she had a couple of things to say that I thought were important, helpful, well, helpful slash important. And she has some recent experience, I think, that she's drawing from. But she said, family is the most important thing. Never ever put anything above that. And I think I did briefly mention at the beginning, didn't I? If I didn't, I'm sorry. Yeah, I did, because that was why we picked Switzerland. So Adam's sister lives just outside of Zurich in Switzerland, and has done for like since 2008. I'm pretty sure is when they moved there. So her husband is from Germany originally, and after college, when he got a job offer from Google, they said you can either work in our office in Zurich, Switzerland, or our office in Mountain View, California. It's up to you. But he still has family in Germany. His parents, his sister, her family. Whereas in California, they didn't have any family. If they had any friends or acquaintances, I think they were few and far between. So it was just like, yeah, let's do Switzerland. And then they fell in love with it. They love it there. And how could you not? It's gorgeous. Like it's legit gorgeous. We've been over to visit a few times, and we're just in awe every time. It's just like, oh my god, you can look out your window and there's the Alps. Like, that's cool. I mean, they're in the distance, but you can see them. So right, so one of the things that I'm giving this up for is to be closer to that family. So love his sister, her husband. They're great. We get along with them well. But they also have two kids, two boys, and they've been fun at all of their ages, but they're really at an age now that we can just sit down and talk to them for literally hours on end, about any old thing that comes to their mind. And especially like the oldest and my husband, their link is just, I mean, I have links to both of them too, but I don't know, their brains just work the same way, and they are all up in, I mean, both of the kids are really into rockets and space and dinosaurs and things like this. But he and the oldest get talking about rockets and space, and they just go and go and go. And like the last time we were in Virginia at his parents' house, and they were also over, so we were all visiting with the nephews, etc. He was like, hey, do you know any algebra? And oldest is like, no, because he's 10. And Adam's like, okay, come in here. I'll teach you some algebra. So like 30 minutes later, this kid had a grasp on basic algebra, physics, and was already doing like graph equations. I don't know what to call them. Equations that had to do with graphs, that had to do with like, I guess, propulsion and height. Talking about rockets and all this. I'm not good with any of those topics, so I'm not the best person to ask what exactly they were talking about, but they click. And the youngest, as well as loving rockets and dinosaurs and everything else, also, at least right now, I hope he always will, but he loves rainbows and unicorns and putting on costumes and he loves He-Man. Like, he and I get along like crazy, obviously. I get along with both of them. I love them both so much. But yeah, we'll just sit around and tell stories about He-Man and go around going, I have the power. And then, go around wearing our shirts that have rainbow unicorns on them. And it's just the best thing. So, okay. I don't know where I'm going with that. I'm just saying we want to be a part of these kids' lives, even more so than we have been. So that's a big draw, obviously, for us. We never had kids, so being able to be closer to them, see them more often, do more things with them, go to their, like, I don't know, they do like ski things, and at least the oldest is like got like first place in the ski tournament thing a couple of times, and we could be there for that. That would be great. And I think the youngest is starting up like piano lessons, so we could be there for recitals and stuff. Like, heck yeah, that would be great. So that, when you start like weighing things that are important to you, like obviously this collection is and has always been very important to me, but I'm also at a point in my life where I can say, like, also though, this is important to me, and this really feeds my soul, like hanging out with these kids and being a part of their lives. and living in Europe. Like, I don't know too many people who would say no to that opportunity, if given it. So yeah, we were just like, okay, this is really too good to pass up. So let's try to make this work. So there's that, and when I was mentioning before that Rainbow Bright is always going to be a part of me, even without the collection. I love what Janine said, so I just have to read it verbatim. Said, grasp life and run with it, and Rainbow Bright will always be a part of your heart. So sweet. But it's true. Like, I'm not getting rid of this glorious tattoo. Like, this is staying with me until I'm old and wrinkly, and you can't tell what it is anymore. I don't care. Like Rainbow Bright has imprinted on my soul, on my heart. There's no just washing that away and getting rid of it. And I don't want to. Like, I don't want to just turn my back on the fandom, on the property completely. Like, no. Like, will I be taking a step back? Yeah. Just because, like, I'm going to be spending the next several months packing stuff up, downsizing, figuring out what we're taking with us, actually getting stuff moved over there, then moving our physical selves and the pets over there, getting set up in a new place, new apartment, whatever, in a new country, exploring the area, getting used to everything. So I'm gonna be real busy for a while. So that's part of it. But even after we're settled and I've got a good grasp on how to live in Switzerland and not offend people or whatever my silly American butt's gonna do, I don't know yet what my next chapter is. I don't know. I still don't know what I want to be when I grow up, and I feel like what I have been for the past very long is like the Rainbow Bright girl, for lack of a better term. Like, what's your job? I'm the Rainbow Bright girl. Not to say I'm the only Rainbow Bright girl. Like, there's a bunch of female identifying fans of Rainbow Bright that could say the same. Like, Renee could be like, yeah, I'm the Rainbow Bright girl. Because we've just been doing this for so long. Both collecting, running websites, running social media, and other ways of communicating. Like, she had the message board, I had the mailing list. We eventually merged with the message board, so we didn't have two separate ones. We just both used the same. But then everything went to social media, and it's just been crazy ever since. But anyway, and when I say Renee, I'm talking about who runs rainbowbright.co. It used to be co.uk, but now it's just .co. So if you are not following her and her site, please do, because she's actually keeping up with stuff right now when I'm not. Yeah. Love that she is there and picking up my slack. I mean, she's been doing this long before. It wasn't picking up slack. It was just we were both doing a thing that we love doing. But I'm really glad at this point in time with this happening that it's not like, oh no, nobody's going to be putting out news or pictures anymore. That's not the case. I mean, about official goings on. I don't mean fan art. It's clearly there's a lot of fan artists and content creator or thing creators, whatever. Y'all know what I'm talking about. Crafters, makers, artists, cosplayers. Hold on. Hold on. I'm going to pull up my rainbowbright.org. So list off all the things people do. People who have Rainbow Bright tattoos. Collectors, photographers, people take beautiful pictures of Rainbow Bright dolls and other Rainbow Bright things, people who make customs, like this adorable Night Sprite, that's a thing. Crafts, which customs could fall under crafts, but I always make it a separate thing just because I have pictures of all these things on that site. If you don't know that exists, it does. Hasn't been updated in a while, but there's thousands of pictures on that site already, so it's good. So yeah, customizers, crafters, cosplayers, and then I have pictures of just fans in say somebody posted a picture of themselves wearing this shirt, I'd be like, they are a Rainbow Bright fan. Yes, I will take that picture, link back to them. Thank you so much. So glad you're out there representing for the fandom. So what I'm saying is, in a very long-winded way, that there are so many people that are going to continue loving Rainbow Bright, repping Rainbow Bright. Like, y'all don't need me to do that, if that makes sense. But like I said, I'm not trying to just like turn my back on all of this. I'm not turning anything off. Like the collection, yeah, and I'll get to that in a minute, like what I think is going to happen with it. But I'm not turning off my websites. I'm not turning off my social media outlets. Like, I may not be using them for a while, or at least not much. Maybe just if there's really important things to share with everyone, like new merchandise being made, stuff like that. I always try to at least update y'all on that. But yeah, as far as social media goes, I'm not going to be, well, I'll be doing basically what I've been doing for the last few months, which is a whole lot of nothing. I'm sorry, but I've been busy. Y'all know. This decision has been a while coming. But I couldn't tell y'all until it was pretty much guaranteed. I didn't want to, like, you know, upset anyone or make anyone, I don't know where I was going with that. I didn't want to, I'm like, okay, hang on. I'm hoping that this doesn't upset anyone, or at least not too much. Like, I know that it's gonna suck for those of you who love to watch my merch haul videos, who interact with me in the comments on YouTube. Like, I am going to miss that interaction so much. But again, I'm not saying this is my last video ever. This is just possibly my last merch haul. Because, okay, I'm thinking of all these things and just like, okay, I just grab something from here, grab something from there. So, okay. I don't know how to do this in any good order. I am so sorry, and my brain, hold on, this thing's gonna cut me off in a second, so I'm just gonna preemptively do this. Yeah, now you know why the first try was an hour and a half long. I'm not sure this one's gonna be much better, but hopefully a little. Okay, where I was going before I get to the eventual with the whole collection, I'm also not getting rid of every single item. Like, there are a few items in this collection that just mean way too much to me. I just realized something else. So sorry. There's a certain alarm that goes off for a certain fur baby in a bit, and if she hears it, she's going to freak out and wonder where her food is. So I'm just going to turn that off and hope she doesn't realize what time it is. Yes, there are some items in this collection that I just literally can't, or would kind of die a little if I had to part with them. So there are, yeah, a few things. I don't know yet exactly what. I have not made that list. I have not pulled them out of the collection. But that's one of my things I need to do very soon. But okay, so a few things are staying with me because, again, I'm not turning my back on Rainbow Bright 100%. Or really, I don't want to say turning my back on. Like, that sounds so bad, which is not what I'm trying to do here. And I'm not, like, trying to do this at all. It's just, it's the eventual conclusion of what this decision is of moving across the ocean. Like, even if I wanted to take everything, and if we could buy a big house that it would all fit in, can you imagine how stressful it would be to put all of your highly prized and valuable collectibles in a shipping container on a boat that's not temperature controlled, going across the ocean, that takes months to get it to you? You don't know exactly when you're going to get it delivered to you, and it's not temperature controlled. Let me come back to that because that's real important, especially during the specific times of the year, but really at any time of the year. There's so much that could go wrong, so many things that could get broken, so many things that could get ruined due to heat or cold. It's just, I would be so stressed out. I would just be constantly like, where's my stuff? Is it okay? And honestly, a lot of it probably wouldn't be okay. I would not want to do that to these collectibles. They are too precious. So that's another reason that I was just like, yeah, let's just close the book on the collecting chapter of Katie's book. But yeah, where was I even at? I don't know. Not turning my back. Yeah, because I still love Rainbow Bright. I'm always going to love Rainbow Bright. That's not going to change. It's just my relationship with parts of it will change. And mostly the collecting part. Like I said, I'm still going to have the website. I might not add to it as often, but I'm going to keep it running. I have no intention of, like, that doesn't take up physical space. That's on a hard drive somewhere. So yeah, I don't have to pack that up. That just gets to come with. So I'll still be doing digital things from time to time, but I don't know when I'm going to do what, because again, I'm going to be real busy for a while here. So maybe I'll make videos about what I'm doing digitally. I don't know. Maybe. Would y'all care? Like, recently, maybe I'll put a link to this if I remember. I uploaded over 3,000 screenshots, like screen caps, whatever you want to call them, from Rainbow Bright. I ran them together into one. Rainbow Bright and the Star Stealer to my website, rainbowbright.net. Just like, I don't know, a couple weeks ago? 1 week ago? I don't know. In the last couple weeks, let's say. I had like uploaded those for my patrons a little while, like, I don't know, a couple months ago? Maybe more than a couple? I don't know, a few months ago. But I had not added them publicly to my site. So I finally did that. So like, I'm still getting around to things and doing things. It's taking longer and it's not as high of a priority right now. And even before we were talking about this move, like, y'all probably know my motivation hasn't been as high as it used to be. Part of that's just been the stinking pandemic, y'all. Like, my motivation for everything just tanked. At least in the beginning, I was keeping myself busy, like doing my ukulele videos and doing these videos, but I don't know. It's been a trying time. I mean, all of you can relate to that. I don't even have to ask that question. Y'all all know where I'm coming from, because that is just a worldwide experience that we have all gone through and are still going through to some extent. Like, COVID's not over. The pandemic's not over. It's just seems to be. The numbers are coming down. New vaccine is out that has the Omicron specific part in the booster, which yes, I did get, and I'm super glad I have it. So hopefully I won't catch that nasty thing. But yeah, that's all gonna help things get more back to normal. It's not ever gonna be exactly like it was before the pandemic, but we're getting back to something closer to that, which I'm glad of, very glad of. But it was a traumatic thing that we've all been through, and it takes a while to get over trauma. So how did I get off on that tangent? This is how my videos keep going, and maybe that's another reason I need to take a break, because I've got too many things going on up here that I can't concentrate on what I'm talking about. But yeah, I could get on and do videos, just tell y'all digital things I'm either doing, thinking of doing, want to do, whatever. Y'all can tell me what you want or don't want. I'm not promising that. I'm just saying maybe that's something I can do eventually. Because again, I don't know what the next version of Katie looks like yet. I don't know what her new interests are going to be once she's living in Switzerland. There could be something that's never really occurred to me as a thing to do or thing to be interested in until I'm there. And then I'm like, oh, wow, this thing is fascinating. I should study that, or I should get a job doing that, or I don't know. I literally don't know. And it's, mildly terrifying to not know what your identity is going to be kind of based on in the future. But I'm excited by that as well. It's kind of a good way to start over, and kind of rediscover myself and rediscover what really at the base, like in the deepest depths of my soul, like what feeds me and what can I do that will benefit the world. So I don't know what that is yet, but I'm interested to find out. And yeah, it may be a lot less Rainbow Bright centric, but I never want to forget Rainbow Bright, and I never could, even if I wanted to. Come on, y'all know how much of the hard drive up here is full of Rainbow Bright. It's a large amount, and that's not getting formatted unless I get dementia or something. But even then, I feel like if I got dementia or Alzheimer's, like the last things to go would be Rainbow Bright facts. Like I'd still be spitting them out. Somebody come to visit me, like, you know who I am? You know, it's like Adam, and I'm like, no, but you look like Red Butler. I'll be saying stupid crap, because it's so ingrained in my psyche at this point. So whatever, Rainbow Bright, she's always gonna be a part of me. Um, but I keep just saying but, and then I say the thing, and then I keep repeating myself. Sorry. I feel like I have to excuse what I'm doing. I feel guilty about this. And I know I don't need to. It's just hard not to. Because I do feel like I have been doing this thing for so long. And like the videos, like these, I started less than 10 years ago. I think it was around 2015 when Hallmark was coming out with the latest line of Rainbow Bright dolls and books and merch. That's when I really got into doing these videos. And like or maybe it was with the Feel-In show as well. I did like episode reaction videos. So yeah, 2014, 2015. So less than 10 years is when I've been doing these. So it's not like this is the thing I've been doing since 1997 or 95. And 95 is when I started collecting. 97 is when I made the website. So the website's not going away. The collection is. Oh right, I haven't mentioned yet what's happening. I just was like, well, I'm keeping a few things, and then I just moved on. So let me just check my email real quick to see if I have an update. Nope, and that's okay. I didn't actually expect there to be one yet, but okay. Again, I've only had one contact so far, so this could change, but I'm hoping it doesn't, because this I think would be the best route all around for both me, for you guys who may want to purchase some of these items. I'm trying to go through an auction house to do consignment, basically. Like, back in the day, there used to be those companies that you could just like give your stuff to. They would sell it on eBay for you. You know, they took a cut and then you got the rest, whatever. Those don't exist anymore. They're not a thing, and even if they were, like, they wouldn't take this much stuff at once. Like, I have over 3,000 items. I think it's actually over 3,300. Yeah, it's like 33 something individual items in this collection. Nobody's taking all of that. And I don't have the time or really the patience to sell it myself. I mean, I definitely don't have the time to sell things individually, but even in like lots, that would take so much time and effort, and I don't have that. Oh, I forgot to tell y'all when we're probably moving. Okay. So many things to tell y'all. So he's going to be applying for the work permit at the beginning of the year, and it takes, is it 4 to 6 weeks? Or is it longer than that? I think it's 4 to 6 weeks to get approved or denied. Hopefully approved in this case, for the work visa. And then I think once it's approved, you have like 3 months to get over there and start using it, basically. So we're looking at probably late spring, early summer, or maybe just spring. When does summer start? End of June? I don't know. I don't have a month right now, and we just don't have that information yet because we don't know exactly when things are going to get approved, when they're going to go through, when we got to be there, blah, blah, blah. And potentially, like, if we're still working on selling the house, like, Adam could go over, start working, get some basic stuff at the apartment before me and the pets come over. We'll work that out later. We got time. So yeah, I just don't have time. And that's, not even taking into consideration that I'm also downsizing a whole lot of clothing, books, other knickknack, like costume stuff. Like, y'all, I have so many costume pieces. Now, not just Rainbow Bright. I've got a whole drawer of like fairy wings and wigs and I've got all these hats that I never wear. I've got like 20 pairs of sunglasses. Like, I'm not going to go through all the things that I have way too much of, but I have a lot of stuff that I need to sell off, donate, get rid of, whatever, yard sale, I don't know. Um, so yeah, I need time to do all that. I need time to figure out what I am hanging on to, am keeping, and then we got to figure out like a moving company to get like a big old shipping crate, whatever, to put all this stuff in at some point. I'm just not gonna have the time to sell all of this stuff either individually or in lots. Just is not possible. Not enough hours in the day. So that's why I'm hoping that this auction house that responded in the positive, I'm hoping it works out with them, because then I could be like, okay, y'all, it's gonna start going on sale this day at this time, I don't know, and here's where you go to bid on stuff. And I think they even are not going to do like individual items. It'll probably be lots of, I guess, similar items. Again, I don't know. This is very, very early stages, but I think that's how it will work. So if there are things in the collection that y'all really want, that's how you can get your hands on them. Because I want them to go to the fans. Like, I would much prefer you guys be bidding on the things than just a random person who's going to turn around and resell it. And it's okay if some of that happens. Like, I'm sure some of them will go to people who sell toys and they just are going to turn around and mark it up and sell it, whatever. Some of that's inevitable, but I would much prefer that most of it go to true fans immediately. It just goes straight to you from the auction house. And I want to see pictures and maybe a video of y'all like adding the stuff to your collections. Like, that would just make me so happy. So I'll probably make a video to tell y'all more about that once I know, because I don't know yet. It's again too early. But so okay, I know I just keep round and round and round. But so okay, I think I already said this, but I'll say it again. Not my last video ever. I'm sure I will find things to talk about, because y'all know how much I love to talk. Especially to y'all, because you're just the best audience ever. I love interacting with y'all, getting the comments and the messages, and even just the views. Even if you don't say anything, that's fine. Just knowing that there are people that care about Rainbow Brite so much is so heartening, and has been for so long. Like, y'all are the reason I have kept this up since 1995 and 1997, respectively, talking about collection on the website. Like, if it weren't for other fans, if I were the only one, I'd just be like, okay, clearly I am cray-cray, and there's no value to this, and why am I doing this? But there are so many fans and collectors and people who just love Rainbow Brite, and for good reason. Like, I love Rainbow Brite, and I know all the reasons I love her and the property, and I'm sure your reasons are very similar. Or even if they're not, it doesn't matter why you love it. Just the fact that you love it. That's enough. That's great. So I'm thrilled that there is such a fan base, that y'all have just always been so kind and so loving and friendly. Like, there are some really toxic fandoms out there these days, but I've never seen that from the Rainbow Brite fandom. So huge thank you to all of you for that, for keeping this a positive experience for so long. That's made me love Rainbow Brite even more, knowing that the other people who love it are also great people who are super nice. Yeah, so I'm still gonna like have my, people who know me have known me for decades, and we're like friends on Facebook. I'm not gonna delete you from my Facebook friends list just because you're a Rainbow Brite fan, and I don't have the biggest collection of Rainbow Brite memorabilia in the world anymore. Like, of course not. So if y'all ever want to reach out, you still can. Between packing and moving and getting settled, I'll still respond to you. And once I'm settled, like, again, I want to stay friends with you. I don't want to like stop being friends with Rainbow Brite fans just because I'm not collecting all the things anymore. That would be silly. Why would I cut off my ties to all of these wonderful people just because I'm not collecting anymore? That doesn't make sense to me. So, yeah. So I'm still gonna be y'all's friend. I'm still gonna care. I'm just not going to be surrounded by Rainbow Brite stuff every time I get on camera. Hopefully the few things I do keep, I can like set them up behind me wherever I set up. I don't know if I'm gonna do more videos from this house. Well, yeah, at least do one from this house to tell y'all what's going on with the collection and how you can get in on that. But apart from, I don't know, I'm probably not gonna have much time to do digital stuff to talk about between now and the time we move. But who knows? Maybe I'm just gonna need a break sometime. I'm just gonna get on here and talk to y'all about whatever. I'll pull out something and go through it and show it off. I don't know. I'm making crap up, but that's just the state that I'm in right now is still a whole lot of uncertainty, even though the move is like 99% certain at this point. There's still uncertainty as to exactly what's happening with the collection, when that's happening, how it's gonna happen. Like, I'm probably gonna just start boxing stuff up here soon is my guess, but I'm still waiting to hear back from that auction house to make sure that's how they operate. I don't want to just start boxing things up via my organization scheme if they have a different organization scheme that they want to go by, etc. So I haven't touched anything yet. I meant to mention this too. Like, I still do have a few things on the desk here that need to be put away. I need to find like a spot for them one last time. But I want to do like one last video tour, basically, of the museum that will show most, not all, but most, it'll show off pretty much everything that's in it. There are a few things that are in buckets. I'm not going to pull out every single pair of kids' pajamas to show y'all. There's a few things in the closet. Like, I showed it off on a video once. I got an animation cell with painted background and everything from Peril in the Pits. Got it framed. Have I hung it on the wall anywhere? No. So it's still in the closet. That's how scatterbrained I've been for a while now. So, yeah, I'll show off as much as possible in that video, and it'll be fun for me too, to just do one last, like, look at all that I accomplished over these almost 30 years of collecting. Like, I am proud of this collection. I'm super proud of all the work and time and money I put into it. And as far as like selling off the collection, using this auction house to do that, I have no, delusions? Yeah, I have no delusions of making like a ton of money off of this collection. I honestly don't know how much it's all worth. I haven't sat down and gone line by line in my PDF and put a price beside everything. So I don't even have like a ballpark figure, honestly, in my head for how much it's all worth. But the reason I'm selling it as opposed to like donating it, well, for one, it's so much stuff. I'm not sure anyone would take it. Like, any museum, anything, I think it would be just like, no, thanks, but no, we don't have room for all that. So anyway, but also, this move is going to be expensive. Like, we are selling this house, which we got really lucky. We bought this house 10 years ago. Actually, this month. Yeah, 10 years ago this month, we've been in this house. And we got a really good price on it back then, and this area has become more and more popular, and there's a new development right behind us now. There used to be a Christmas tree farm. Wait, which way am I pointing? That way. Yeah, like, things have changed, and the area is just growing so much because Raleigh is like the Silicon Valley of the South, basically, or maybe just of the East. Lots of tech jobs around here, so lots of people are just flocking to this area. And where was I going with that? Oh yeah, just that we got a really good deal in this house. Our mortgage is really low. We're giving that up. That part's gonna suck a little bit. We're gonna be, instead of paying mortgage, which you're accruing equity by doing so, we're going to be renting again, which you don't own anything by doing that. You're just assuring that you have a place to live that month or that year or whatever. So we're giving that up, which is a roundabout way of saying that we're gonna need money to make this move happen. I mean, we've got some savings. I know we're gonna be fine. But having some money from the collection will just make it that much easier. Because shipping your stuff across the ocean is not cheap, and we're not even okay. The collection's going away. We're even getting rid of our furniture. Like, we're taking our mattresses with us and, like, my husband's desk chair. But pretty much, I think that's going to be it. We're getting all new furniture once we get there. So that's going to be expensive, buying all new furniture. But, so there's a whole lot going into all of that we need money to do. And this will just help with that process. And I think it's a worthwhile use of the money, because I've put so much. I wish I had kept a spreadsheet from the beginning of like how much I've actually put into this collection. So for anyone who's starting out, keep tabs of of what you're spending on your collection, just so you know approximately what it's worth if there's a time where you need to get rid of it. And just so you know, because I'm just curious. I'm honestly very curious, and I wish I had kept tabs on that, but I didn't. And it's so long now that there's no way of. A few things I can just kind of vaguely remember about what I paid for it, but anyway. Where was I going with that? That, yes. That the money from this is. I was about to say going to a good cause. That sounds silly. I'm not a charity. It's not going to a charity. Although I might donate some of it to a charity. Like, if it makes more than we need and like way more than I'm expecting. Again, I don't really have expectations, but if it happens to make a good chunk of change, like, sure, I'd be happy to donate some of that money to charity. But right now we could definitely use the money to make this huge life change that we're doing, which I think in the end is going to be just super exciting and fun. And next, like, volume, not even next chapter, like next volume for me and Adam and our fur babies, getting, accustomed to the customs of Switzerland, of Europe, like learning how to live there, how to speak the language. But thankfully they do speak German mostly. There are some other languages sprinkled in, but the main, I almost said Sprache. Oh my god, see, I'm already learning German. The main language spoken there is German. So I'm already on Duolingo every day, and I did take it in high school, so I had like a base knowledge, that has, a lot of it has come back, thankfully. And I know how to pronounce it and spell most of it. A few words trip me up, but yeah, so we're learning. Adam's been on Duolingo too, learning. So learning a language, learning a new culture, just learning how to be in that culture and how to interact with people and meeting people and doing all the things, like, that's super exciting to me. And seeing all the sights and being already in Europe. So if we want to go visit something else in Europe, all we gotta do is hop on a train to get there. Like, what? I'm very excited about that. I think those are the main points. I tried to make a list earlier. I didn't even look at it. Yeah, I've said all of the things that were there on my very short list that turned into a very long video. Sorry, not sorry. But I guess I just want to wrap up with, I do hope nobody's mad at me. This is a silly thing to say, I feel like, because I know y'all understand. But I don't want to, I hate disappointing people. I hate making other people upset in any way. So I hope y'all understand and are not upset with me. If you are upset, I mean, feel free to tell me that. I mean, not in a mean way, please. But you can share your feelings with me. That's okay. If it makes you sad to see the world's largest Rainbow Brite collection being dispersed, I get that. It makes me sad too. Like, I've loved having it all in one spot, knowing that it was taken care of, knowing that am very particular about my things, and yeah. So there's definitely a little bit of uncertainty as to, will the next person take as good care of the items they get? I don't know. They might take better care. You don't know either. They might at least get seen more often, because I haven't even been coming up here except for making videos for the most part over the last couple of years, because again, pandemic just like nothing has brought me joy, including Rainbow Brite. So I'm looking, not to say I have no joy in my life, that's not true. Like, I'm happy right now for the most part. And doing these videos always brings me joy. Y'all see the smile on my face. I'm not just putting that on. Like, I literally genuinely enjoy talking to y'all. And I guess I just want to wrap this up with, yeah, all the feelings are valid. But I hope that for the most part you can be happy for me and for this new adventure I'm taking or going on, however you want to phrase it. And I hope that you'll stick with me to see where things go. Both with collection, with everything. Like, I do want to keep you guys updated on all the things. So I hope y'all don't like unsubscribe after this video, but I won't be mad if you do. I just hope you don't. But yeah, I keep trying to say thank you and keep circling. Mainly, I just want to wrap this up with a huge thank you to everyone in the fandom. Every single Rainbow Brite fan, really. I want to thank all of you, because none of this would have occurred without you guys existing and passing it on to the next generations. Like, there'd be no point if nobody was passing it down, and there were no young fans that were potentially going to pass it down again. So I'm so thankful for all Rainbow Brite fans, and even more thankful for those of you who have been a part of my community, whether that's the mailing list early on, message boards, social media, YouTube, all the places that you've interacted with me, or even if you haven't directly interacted, if you've just enjoyed my content, like, thank you. I'm glad you've enjoyed it. And those of you who have interacted with me, thank you. I love your interaction. Y'all make it even easier and more fun to do, because I know you're there, and I can't really see your faces necessarily, obviously, but I don't know what a lot of you look like, is what I'm saying. So I can't, like, picture, those of you who comment on my videos all the time, because I don't know what some of you look like. That's okay. But I know you're there. I don't know why even, my brain, y'all. I want to say I'm trying. I'm failing. I'm not doing a good job, but I'm trying to say thank you and let you know how much you all mean to me. And will continue to mean to me. Like, again, I'm not turning my back on y'all. I'm not turning my back on the fandom. I'm taking a hiatus, and then we'll see what happens after that. That's probably the best way to put it. I should have said that earlier instead of round and round and round she goes. But yeah, just thank you for going on this wild adventure with me of collecting the largest Rainbow Brite collection in the world, turning it into a museum, having people come to my house and visit it. It's been amazing. It's been a gift. It's been an honor, a privilege, all those things. It literally has been. And I'm going to miss it. I am going to miss it. So that's where I am. That's what's happening. I just wanted to let y'all know what's going on and why this is potentially the last merch haul. Again, not last video, not last everything, just last merch haul. Okay. So until my next video, have a rainbow day. Bye.